endemic Nile, not sure what that is. And the terrestrial land are significant for their limited range and threatened conservation status.
No,
It's not correct?
we don't have all those playing. Let's wait.
Yeah, we have.
We have,
I mean,
it is in the suit.
it's there.
Yeah.
But
Kevin said by now,
It does have some
it looks
actually.
like YD record.
But in general, it will give you like an indication, usually in the right direction, but you always have to review its results. And you can actually ask the chatbot.
It remain inside the suit and the ribbon. It is
The ones you call the one that stays in the water.
yeah. Two of them are there. One is seated and the other one.
I've asked the chatbot what are the antelope species in South Sudan. He states that there are several antelope species found in South Sudan, including the Nile letchway, the yang, and topi. These antelopes are well adapted to the grassland savanna habitats of the region.
this one is relevant.
This one is
That's good.
So you see, the accuracy does vary, but you need to make sure that the data does undergo a process of validation and verification.
It's a white strip. It's a white strip. This one.
So once you are done with the draft, you can get to actually save to server, as it indicates here, saved successfully,
This is the water. I said the water.
and then you are safe to close the tab and go back to the homepage. Now let's assume that the authoring period of time has ended, and now it's time for the viewers to actually get to check the drafts and submit their comments on them. So it's up to Secretariat to do that. I'll go to Manage Reports. Yeah, the simulation, and then Manage Cycles. And then from here I'll edit. Let's say the reviewer submission starts today. Today, 30th of October. Today is the 30th.
Yes.
I missed my flight. Author response start. Let's say, okay, 25, 26, that's fine. Okay. And save. Now you'll see that myself as an author, I will not have access to the system now. I'll only get to see the framework, but I won't be able to add to the draft that I've previously submitted. Now, if we go again to the Secretariat Access, I would need to now assign reviewers to the report. So again, from the same menu, we have Manage Cycles. Next, we have Assign Report Reviewers. Again, this will list all the users. For the sake of training, we've added all the participants from the last workshop. So you are all assigned as reviewers for the sake of presentation. Let's press save, so it's on one of you. And then we'll go into actions again and choose to update reviewing drafts. By pressing this button, the drafts will be locked and they will be available for the reviewers as PDF files. So update reviewer drafts. As you see here, the drafts will be updated. This action will affect the files in download drafts section of the reviewer module. Do you confirm that? Yes? Okay. Now sometimes if you have comprehensive and very large number of drafts in the files, it will actually take some time to send you an email, but I don't think this will be an issue for this one. So let's go directly to reviewers module. And this is where you download the drafts. It will give you again the report structure. Since these sections don't have much, you will only, these actually do have, but it will take time to actually download them when they send you an email. So if I actually download water resources, I'll just press this one here, and you get the draft. Again, this is one that has been developed in the last workshop. Okay, we'll leave it to download. We'll go back to the reviewers. And now since you've downloaded the draft, now you get to add your comments on the drafts. So you go to manage your comments. Again, these are some that have been added in the previous ones. Okay, so we have one comment here. As you see, it deals with actions. We have the chapter, we have the section, we have the subsection. So you have to be definitive which part of the report the comment is addressing. Then a comment category, and from page to page. But these are not assigned since the comment is a general comment. And then we have the comment itself over here. It says the section authors need to consider the word limit for that section, which is mainly a general comment, and then the time of submission of such a comment. Now, how to actually add a new comment. So we press that button over there, new comment. Now, whether your comment is regarding all the chapter or these specific sections, you see these are the ones that we've added. We can go to climate change. Now we have only one section, which is extreme weather events. Now these are the sections below. We have, let's say, all section. From page, we'll have to check the file. See that now that's the PDF that we have developed, or you have developed rather in the last workshop. A number of figures, then some text, then I think some photos here as well. Okay. Now let's say I know the page. Let's say 15 to page 16. If it's regarding a box, table, or a figure, you'd have to indicate that, the number as well. Now then you have assigned a category. Is it an editorial comment, general structure, additional topics, general, and so on. So if you are assigned a reviewer, you'd have to be familiar with this sort of classification. This classification is being adopted by many of the editorial magazines, editorial papers, and so on. This is again the categorization that we as CCCD use for the global environment outlook. We are one of the people involved in such a report. Let's say editorial comment, and then again let's comment something about the scientific integrity of the paragraph. I'll add no additional info. If again you have any files to attach to this one, you are welcome to add it. So I've just added a document, one of the reports that we have developed, and press save. And you see now it's been added to the system. The chapter, the section, the subsection, and the comment category is editorial from to and. So myself, the reviewer, the comments I have submitted again to the specific section I'm assigned to as a reviewer. You get, of course, to use that section there. You get perhaps a report and press filter, none. So if you choose, if you press change and filter, you find the two comments. Now you will keep on going into the draft until you finally reviewed it all. And then you will submit your comments in that same way, and then it will be up to the authors to start responding to those comments. Now it will be up to the secretariat to go back in and adjust the date for the author's response. So again, we'll go to manage reports and then manage cycles. Edit cycles and author responses. This will be today. Okay, I'll go now to the authors module. Access reviewer comments. Now, I get now to access the drafts. This option will allow me to download the drafts that I have submitted, but in Word files, so that I can integrate the comments. If I think that these comments are valid, it will be integrated into the system again. View all chapter comments. This tool will actually allow you to see all the comments that have been submitted to all the reports. This will give you a sense of how the report is faring, how the reviewers have been actively engaging with the drafts that you have submitted. As you see here, we have a number of them. Most of them, again, were added in the last workshop. You see here, the comment here was the spelling of environment is incorrect, kindly corrected. Someone is being very punctual. Response details. Now he actually chose that he partially accept this one, and the reason for rejection was that he discussed it elsewhere in the chapter, and then he transferred it somewhere else. So how did the author actually do all this? Let's go back a step. An author would actually now access what we call reviewers' comments. These are the comments that has been assigned to himself. View my chapter comments and respond. So you see, myself as an author, like we did in the report structure, I have been assigned specific sections or specific chapters, or perhaps all the report, and I get to actually see the comments here and respond to them. How do I do so? I go into actions, edit response, because there is already a response available. Let's go into another one. Response here, okay. So submit response. The comment here being the spelling environment is incorrect. Oh, this one already answered this one. Okay, let's go to. Okay, the author need to add the funding issue, especially in the restoration of the wetland, as funds has been identified as one of the limiting factors in carrying out restoration activities in the country. Of course, you don't get to change the comments here because it's already been submitted by the reviewer, but you get to respond to it. So you have to decide whether it's accepted, partially accepted, rejected, or deferred the response altogether. Let's say it's accepted, then the reason for rejection would not be assigned here. And then you have to indicate whether that comment is integrated into text. You would say yes. If you accept it, then most probably you would integrate that into text. And then write a few notes for the reviewer later on, or for the secretariat, because again, also the secretariat does have access to the system. And then you have a flag, which is somehow you show this to perhaps to highlight that or bookmark it for yourself, or for the copy editors or the secretariat. So a green flag for the secretariat and press save. You see now, that's the comment, and that's your response, accepted and integrating the text. And then a transfer log would be to relevant for chapters to where it is sent to now. Once that period of time is actually being completed, it will be again up to the secretariat to actually view all these comments and the responses through this window. You can sort them, check the flags, you can do as many actions as you would like. And once you're done with this, you can go now to the dashboard, where you get to see a holistic view of the report. For example, this is comments per chapter. So water resources had the most number of comments. That's 11. We have how many number of responses per chapter. We have how many comments per category. So it's categorizing the total amount of comments. Again, the responses per category, how many of those comments per category were responded to. Responses per chapter, reviewers per chapter, number of reviewers. So again, the water resources have the largest number of of reviewers. Wetlands is 6, as well as climate change. The rest of the chapters have not been assigned any number. Comments with response, how many of those comments have been responded to and how many are not. So this can be really easy to give the Secretariat an overview of how actually things are doing regarding that specific report. Once this is done, you go now to manage reports, and you can click to export. And now the system will compile all the